Welcome to my Love Engineering channel. In today we are going to discuss on the transformer or no load topic. In the previous lectures I have taught you what is a transformer, what are the various parts of a transformer. I have given you a practical live example of a transformer in my previous lecture. In today I am going to teach you how the transformer is working. Based on the working principle, I am going to draw a phasor diagram or vector diagram. So transformer consists of two windings. One is the primary winding and this is the secondary winding. The primary winding is connected to a supply. So the supply is alternating supply. So once the supply is given to the primary winding, the current I1 flows through the primary winding. Because of the current, the flux is created in the primary winding. As you all know, once the flux is created, this flux will links with the secondary winding by the process of mutual inductance. Similarly, the flux is linked in the secondary winding. Based on the primary flux, the flux is linking with the secondary winding and the voltage is induced. So the transformer works on the principle of Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, and this is the basic fundamental principle of a transformer. Now I am going to explain what will happen to a transformer when there is no load. The no load means the secondary is open. Secondary is open, the secondary current will not be available, so I can say secondary current is 0. Now you see, this is a phasor diagram. I am taking the voltage parameter as a reference. So this is a V1. V1 is a supply voltage given to the primary winding of a transformer. Because of this supply, the current is going to flow in the primary winding. The current is responsible for creation of flux. So I am taking a flux as a x-axis and y-axis as a voltage. Now during the no load condition, the transformer takes a no load current of I0. So for the purpose of understanding, I am taking this term as I0. The I0 has two components. One is a core loss component and one is called magnetizing component. What is the core loss component? The core loss component, normally in transformer, the transformer has to take part of the losses. Since we are having a magnetic losses, the eddy current losses and hysteresis losses. So this core loss, the current is responsible for compensation of the losses. So this losses will be always in phase with your supply voltage. What is this magnetizing current? This magnetizing current is solely responsible for creation of flux in the primary winding. So this flux is responsible is due to the magnetizing current. So by taking the resultant, I can join this. I can take the current as a resultant. This is I0. I0 is equal to root of IC square plus IM square. So this makes an angle of theta naught. This is a no load power factor. Now, as you know, now you consider only the primary winding. I am giving a supply V1. Because of the V1, the current is flowing. Based on the current, a flux is created. We know the self-induced EMF, that is E1, will be created. E1 will be created. Okay, because of E1, the self-induced voltage E2 will be created in the secondary winding. Based on the secondary winding, you are taking a terminal voltage. So this E1 will always oppose your supply voltage. As you all know, Lenz's law states E equal to minus M d phi by dt, where minus sign denotes the Lenz's law. Lenz's law is the opposition. The creation of E1 is due to the V1. That is the reason I am writing the minus sign is for the Lenz's law. So I can say the E1 is created due to the V1, but the direction will be opposite to the V1. And similarly, this E1 and E2 will be in the same line, because the E1 direction and E2 will be the same, but the two persons will be opposing the V1. And I can say this E1 and E2 will be in the phase of 90 degree with respect to the flux. So this is the basic fundamental no load vector diagram of a transformer. Thank you.